how many movies from last year? Anybody? Or all I need? Okay, thank you. So last year I came and presented ELI framework. It's ELI, not LI. Okay. 100%. As in, it is derived from the ELI process speech framework. Obviously, the author is in front of you. And next is ELI framework is not just a PHP framework or a CSS framework. So it has both PHP framework and CSS framework comes around which we call it as ELI plus. Okay. Sounds good. Can you type it in and make us off? Cannot hear anything. Sounds not correct. Okay, so are you feeling okay now? Like, active or inactive? Inactive. No commander. Are you feeling active? If you are feeling active, can you keep doing the hand? Okay, ask me which yeah. Raise your right hand if you're active. Okay. Again, raise the both hand if you are active. Great. So that's my topic. It's good. Okay, and this is ELI PHP paper. I think it's not coming from. Also, is coming from. Meaning so that it's not supposed to be. So ELI PHP framework. Each of the including ELI PHP and EliCSS framework. And I'm telling you something. The PHP framework we have developed 8 years ago. The course engine. EliCSS framework is very new. It's only 3 years ago time. So something about ELI PHP framework. Okay. So in ELI PHP framework we have a lot of modules, lot of stuff. Like we have a templating system over there. Now when I'm saying templating, last time I think yesterday I met some people and when I asked them, do you know about templating in PHP? They were like, yeah, we have to download a theme and from the internet and that is called templating. I said no. Templating means taking some kind of code and putting, not using that code again and again. That's called templating. So PHP framework, ELI PHP framework has this templating. Students to expert, everyone can use it without any problem. So if you're thinking that you are a student and you cannot, when you start any framework, there is always a barrier, which we call it entry barrier. Okay, because a lot of stuffs are going on, and you know only PHP, you don't know any other stuff. So how you are going to go with? So you can actually, if you know just simple PHP also, just 20 days or 2 days, 3 days crash course in PHP is enough to use PHP framework. And if you're an expert, that is way better than because you can use it that well also. Okay. So myself, I'm having 19 years of experience in this field. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you this. Like I'm using this framework in a variety of ways. You can like I'm showing you this base framework of LED, but behind the scene in my lab, there are more than 20-30 frameworks ready. Okay, but the base is here. So there is some framework which is actually only working on AI. Some framework is only working on trades. Some framework is only working on simple websites or something like that. And some framework which I have created just last 2 months back, which actually work with this Google and Google's drives. Okay, so basically we are not using any database or something. We are using Google services, free services to use the database. So anyways, those kind of R&D stuffs we do. Okay, so we have a routing which we call, which Sir said, so George said that time, you are rewriting or SEO friendly stuff, which we call it routing. So you have a routing system over here. Okay, and then we have an inbuilt CMS also in this framework. Okay, and you have an inbuilt SQLite database manager. Like we have PHP Magnet, we have in here SQLite database manager also, which is inbuilt. Okay, sorry. So you can actually work with more than 22 plus databases in this framework, and not only that, hello, yeah. So and not only that, you can work at one time two plus means two and plus databases at at one time. Means if you're working with SQLite and you have a MySQL database also, you can work with both database at one time. That's what the beauty of this framework is. Okay, so this when it comes to speed, and like it is very speed. I'm telling you that it is coming from ELI Framework, which was the world's fastest PHP framework in that time. So yeah, obviously the speed is there. And then when it comes to easy loops is yes, yeah, you can. I'll show you some codes on that how you can easily loop few data and all. It has an inbuilt load balancer. There's a story behind this actually. So normally in many frameworks, load balancers are not there. You use hardware load balancers in servers. Okay. So there was a time when we were working for Orissa government. Okay. So CM has said us that within 10 days we have to make a project. And I'm telling you this, it doesn't work like you are in a very like suitable situation that okay we have 3 months, 6 months, 1 year time for developing one website, but actual actually it doesn't work like that. CM will call you like we need this particular website in 10 days, and you have to do whatever, but you have to be ready. So we have created it, and somehow we have deployed. And that time there was almost 70,000 people. They were on time, like at one go. Was and you won't believe the whole month. That time my framework was not ready yet. So that time I was still using those metal. I was working on this inbuilt load balancers. So that time my website got down. Okay. Um, so that time my website got down, and that gave me an idea of creating an inbuilt load balancer. So that time, within whole night of work, like programming and all, I created a inbuilt load balancer, and later on I've added in when I created a PHP framework, I've added those features in that. And not only that, it has more than 10 types of hacking which happens in website. It's had that protection also. So there is some kind of glimpse of this. How does it code looks like? When I'm saying that this is like a beginner to explain, anybody can use it. So this is how it is. So this is how you can loop anything. Say for example, you have a SQL query. Okay, you just write an SQL query simple like that, and then give an HTML template. Okay, and you can use this and curly brackets or column names, and that will loop the whole data with the row wise, and immediately we'll see a very good structure, HTML structure with data. So that's only one line code. Then comes for this one, you used to do for each. You first take out the data, is one query. Then you use for each to do one by one, right? So for login, many people they are having a lot of problem with validations and all that. There are two types of validation. Okay, it's very good to have a validation which is two side. One is client side and one is server side. Okay, client side you can use HTML required field and all those things. But then when it comes to the PHP side, you can actually use validators. Validators are there. So for login, what we have done is we have used this method. Just mention login, give the table name from which table name we have called the login. Form data. Form data is basically the form names and the data what we are fetching from the like from the post request and that. And after login, where you want that person to go. Let's say, for example, here home.php. So you go to home.php, and in which session you want to use, which session, what is the session name should be. Maybe use Okay, so you can write that, and that's all. That will work for your login. That's enough. You know, is it interesting? But I can see some beautiful faces. Lighting up. You understand, right? For login, how much line of code you write? Almost. How about you're telling me how much line of code you write in login? Come on, give me a number, please. Anybody? Huh? 20. 20. Okay. Anybody else? With validation and everything. Hmm? Who is saying? 40. 40. Okay. So moving forward, I want 30. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, many people many many girls are like that. So okay, those all things comes in one line code. Are you happy for this? Let's go something else. Okay. Basically, you do like add, remove, edit, and all this, right? Update stuff. So let's see. Let's see how it does. So this is for adding a row. So when it comes to adding a row, you have this very simple step. You have a table name. You have to add a table name. Form data basically what that requested the data which you're sending from the form. Okay. Required column names, whatever the column names you want to require. That you want to keep any unique column names. You can mention a unique column name if you would like. That will check that while adding it will that is not duplicated. Okay. And then what success message you want to give, fail message, duplicate message. And also, if suppose you are going to take the data, let's say for example, after adding, I need some kind of data back, to the in Ajax or something, you can have a SQL query over here, okay, and then return true. Like if you want to return or you want to, something like echo, you want to output data or you want to return to a data in a variable. For that, you can have a return true. So that's for adding a row with validation, with required field, with unique, with all the like logics. You see, actually, I have it was a one-line code again, but I have just to make you all understand. I have just put some enters on the right side of the columns, commas. Next comes update row. Update row is same. Okay, nothing much different. It just the name is becomes update row. That's so simple. This is the inbuilt CMS looks like. Okay. After login, you can see this way. You have a event manager, page manager, file manager, template manager. You can use those things, for your website without any problem. At the same time, you can actually create your own apps. Basically, the small apps, like this small apps. You can create your own also. It's just one page, one file of PHP is enough. You just need to mention what the icon has to be there and what which page you has to go. That's all. And you can have your own apps, small apps in a mini CMS. This okay. Nice design. It has an inbuilt API. You don't need to make an API for your projects. Just work. These are we call it like passive works. We don't like to do these things. So it's all the things which you don't like to do, we have done for you. Okay. So here it is, and you don't need to do anything. Just based on the table name now, it just gives the API. And if you want to have some different type of API, you can carry on. You can go to the API.php and you can create your own module or case. It's very simple. Even a bacha can do that, Okay, let's. Okay, everything is okay. Yeah. Okay. Raise your both hands if you are happy. Both hands. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next, let's go to the CSS framework. Okay. So the ELI framework is make more time. So ELI framework basically it's a grid-based CSS framework made for designers in mind. So it's not just having a certain type of design as you have to work with that type of design. So you have a full authority of flexibility that you can change the design or you can make your own design. Okay, whether you want like it's not like Bootstrap or Tailwind or something. It's your own creativity. Okay, so you can use those things for telling because myself also I'm a by heart I'm a creator. So creators comes around developers and designers and just sit together. So then comes the we have a code pen and snippets in this ELI framework. Sorry. Always updating for better. Okay, so UI UX is prepared in a way can be changed and based on code, obviously. Okay, so next. This is a glimpse of code for the ELI framework. Okay. Do you know this code? Right? Simple HTML. No rocket science. It's very simple HTML. No div, no p, no something. But if you write this plain code, it will be this kind of code. Like that's so simple it is. Interesting? Yeah. Now you can understand how we think. So next, yeah, if you want to go and check out more, you can see the documentation here. EliCSS. So you can go and check it out if you want to. Okay, this is it. You can check it there. Now we are going to the which is rise of bun. So you know that now. How many know about bun? Anybody? Or it's very new for you? And anybody know about bun? No. Okay, so basically, now, okay, LE is actually LE CSS framework is actually adding Bun into their modules, like in a code runtime. So Bun is actually a JavaScript runtime. Okay, so it's a JavaScript runtime which is actually working on Safari's module. Okay, normally Node.js is also a JavaScript runtime, but that works on V8 engine of Chrome. But this works on the Safari's engine. Okay. That's why it's very fast. You want to see how fast it is? Yeah. You know the console log or something? You write console log, right? Okay. So let's see. Let's come to that point later. See, this is one console log. When you write console log, how much time every module takes? Like TypeScript is the thing. Is CSS, TypeScript, control is ESB, the actual ECMAScript, OTMs, and one takes only 8 ms. That's called equal. Okay, so this is how the what speed looks like. The one is like is faster and it's this is basically a benchmark. Okay, so how much it takes for the render? You see, yeah, carry on. So there is a Dino, there is a Node.js server, there is a Linux server, and there is a Bun server. How many requests they are taking it? So Bun is taking actually almost the double of Dino, right? And if you check more, how WebSocket and chat servers, how many messages they can take care. So Node.js can take care of 179 plus 512 here, and this one. Few things I think you can just see and you can understand. Okay, when it comes to school light, so here is the huge load of tables and all that. We can take care of it. That's why we need a good runtime. I was actually waiting for this for a long time. And thank God it's there. So get ready for the supersonic flight with EliCSS and Bun. Okay, happy? Okay, just beat your right hand with your left hand, please.